The recording. Happy Friday, everybody. The hand wave right here. Here we go. Here we go. That makes everybody smile. So happy Friday. It's been a good week. Good week here with you guys. I appreciate it. And thanks for all the reach outs that so many of you have done. And we're going to end today with a great coach's corner because I actually asked this gentleman to step on the call. I've known him for, goodness, going on a decade. And I want to talk to you before I introduce Justo Nunez. He's might be one of the most humble individuals I've ever been around. Bill and Susan Salins they're clapping their hands right now. They've known him for a couple of decades. But so when I met Justo back years ago, and he was over the marketing department for our company. And, you know, he did a great job at his job, but he took his job. I guess my biggest compliment to Justo Nunez is he didn't just do his job. He went out of his way to say happy birthday to people. He went out of the way to put someone on a prayer list. He went out of the way to go, Brent, I heard one of your friends is having trouble. I'd like to add them to my prayer list. He went out of his way to start doing charitable organizational work for our company, Ronald McDonald Homes. He's helped so many people. I know, you know, the honor flight and a lot of things we do for the military. And today he's transitioned in to a bigger job on a global scale for being over the marketing and the branding of a huge going to be $1 billion company. And but here's what I love. His heart for people has not changed one single bit. And I think that's a testament for me, I know, to say, you know what, Brent, no matter where you go, where life takes you, you can always be grounded and keep the people first. And Justo Nunez does that. He resides in North Carolina today, but also has a place in Lake Mary, Florida. And so, Mr. Justo Nunez, thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your partnership. And thanks for being on this morning.
Yeah, thanks very much, Brent and Coach Myra and all of you. Obviously, I know many of you. I see Melissa Jackson as an example. I always said hi to her and Andrew coming into the events. Faithful promoters at Limu, but this industry is in fact all about people. I mean, it's perfectly made for me because I'm a people person. And you know, in listening to the Coach's Corner meetings, I've heard Coach Myra talk about the word of the day and having somebody send in your word. And one time she did that, and I thought the word that popped into my mind is serendipity. Now, it's not a word you hear a lot. And serendipity means an unexpected, fortunate experience that happens by accident. We've all had them. We've all had them. Let me tell you about a quick one of mine. I went to a college where there were just men, and then they introduced women. They allowed women to enroll. So they kicked us men out of our dorm and made the dorm into a women's dorm. I was a junior in college. After about 2 weeks of school, they brought the men over to that women's dorm to kind of meet and greet the new freshman women and also to see what they'd done with the dorm to change it from a men's dorm to a women's dorm. Well, I was walking down the hall and looked inside an open door, and I saw the poster, same poster I had in my room, a poster of my hometown, Minneapolis. So, you know, pretty brash, walked in and said, who here is from Minneapolis? And so I met the young lady that was from Minneapolis, and I had a car, and every holiday I would take people back home. It was about an 8-hour trip. And so I had a car, and of course freshmen didn't. So I would take 4 or 5 people in my car back to Minneapolis for holidays. Well, she became one of those people, right? By Christmas, we were dating, and now we've been married 43 years. Now that's serendipity. That poster just being able to see the poster and walk in says, that's how you met your soulmate? Well, you all have stories like that. If you look back on your life, I call serendipity God winks. If you look back on your life at how you ended up where you live, where you went to school, who you met, who your best friends are, who your soulmate is. I mean, we've all had 5, 10, 20. I did this once because I'm a writer. I went back and looked at all the different places that God had his hand on me, and that God wink allowed me to do something in my life that furthered the life. You know, meeting someone like Brent Palmer. I know Brent was introduced to the industry by somebody that just kept after him. And that was true for Gary Racer too. That's a God wink. When God just says, you know, you need to take a look at this. You need to change your life and be open-minded to what's happening. Well, that's exactly what serendipity is. It's just that you don't expect it. It's almost an experience that changes your life. It happens by accident, and it changes the course of your life. So I look at our business now, right? We now merge with RX. Then we merge with New Age. Those are all moments of serendipity. We didn't see them coming, but they've been nothing but a plus, a positive, a furthering of our experience. So to me, we all need to keep our eyes open for serendipity, be open-minded to it, understand that life is not absolutely linear. It's going to move around, it's going to curve, and you can look back too and say, I understand what God was doing there. I understand what was happening in my life, and I allowed it to happen because it ended up being positive. Now, serendipity also says things happen that aren't positive, but it's your attitude that gets you through it. And there again, it's what God allows you to understand about yourself and about the world. You know, the world, it is what it is right now, but it's the attitude that can keep us positive during whatever comes our way. I just love serendipity. It's a weird word, and I really enjoyed Coach Myra talking about the word of the day. And I just wanted to share that with you because I think it applies to our lives, our business lives, our personal lives, our lives in the community, our lives in our church. And I do agree with what Brent said. I definitely appreciate people, appreciate relationships, and this industry is perfect for me and perfect for all of you. So thank you very much for allowing me to take 4 minutes and 54 seconds of your time, Brent.
Well, there was no doubt that you would have it nailed on time. I don't know anybody else that would do that, but Justo said 5 minutes. I said yes, and I knew Justo would make it 5 minutes. Thank you so much, Justo, and serendipity. You know, I think I look back, Justo, about me and Coach Myra Miles. I've known Myra my whole life, from the inner circle, from going to church, her family. But, you know, we never had the relationship that we have today. And there was some things that happened that you never, it was serendipity. I mean, it was just exactly what you said. It was one step led to another. Today we're doing the Coaches Corner together, and we're business partners together. And more importantly, we're a lot closer today. And, you know, so Justo, thank you for that. And just so everybody knows, if you don't follow Justo on Facebook, I encourage you to do that. If he's still got friends left on Facebook. But I'm going to end with this. I think the word that he never misses an opportunity throughout the day to bless another person, whether it's a phone call, whether it's a prayer, whether it's just saying hi, being nice. He never misses that opportunity, no matter how busy he is. And I know for me that that's an example I want to be too. So thank you, Justo Nunez.
You're very welcome.
Myra,
thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Coach, you got anything you want to add today?
I do. Justo, you have been such a blessing today. You've been, ever since I've met you from day one, you've been a blessing. Uh, I echo what Brent says. You need to follow Justo on Facebook. But I just put in the comments that this group on this Zoom call has been my God wink. And this was a really good message. So thank you so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I think we're going to all have a better Friday today because of Justo's message. So thank you. Love you, Justo. And I love you guys. Grateful for you. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back on Monday.